Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Florida Gators, taking on last year's national champions, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, and the Gators will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense in a split backfield. Looking for a gap. It's Newton. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the catch. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The short hands, it's Ferguson. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive. That's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They grab the early lead.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All wideouts, no backs. He'll start this drive firing. Got him in. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Works the middle. Hits him with a stiff arm. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab on the left. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play going first.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. Right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quick strike complete. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They'll run the sneak for it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess it.
Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, what a great job by the defense. You know, on short yardage situations like this, they can run the QB sneak. You're diving, getting as many bodies around the quarterback as you can, and it's just gravy when you can force a fumble and recover in that type of situation.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Taylor wants to throw. He's got him. Shakes off the defender. Turning it on. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Gets the back moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
He fires one deep over the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Rebels are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the 1st quarter comes to a close. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Taylor wants to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's got his man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Now he's going to break the pocket. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Shotgun snap on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Ferguson. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so much.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking downfield on first down. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Might be looking to run. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
He'll feel the button, take it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Good timing on the quick out. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that is
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Here comes the heat. He lost one down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Rebels are rolling down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels...
Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Hiding for the goal line, and the ball's out. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that. Stop short of the first down marker.
by the defense. With their backs against the wall, they create the fumble and then jump on it in their own end zone for the touchback.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Taylor wants to throw it. Caught. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Rebels send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the ground with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Makes the grab right down. It's got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. There he goes. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Newton. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together.
He's loose. The 20. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before.